Okay, so today we're going to be taking a look at the autonomy of a knockout. So, what happens when you knock out someone? So, can a 13-year-old knock out someone? Now, the amount of force needed to knock someone out is 10 newtons, about 1 kg of force. And the average 13-year-old weighs 55 kg. So, yes, it is possible, but let's take a look at what the autonomy of a knockout is. So what I made right here is a skull, and inside what I'm making right here is a brain. So what exactly happens? Let's take a look at it. So I've labeled this as the skull. Now this is very important for you to because this is how you know when a knockout. So basically, if you hit someone with the force of 10 newtons on their head, their brain, basically it's very lethal if you get knocked out and you don't treat it. If it's left untreated, then that's dangerous. But otherwise, a mild concussion doesn't cause any brain damage. But this is why boxing is also very dangerous. So what happens is that when you take a blow to the head, but it has to be at least 10 newtons, then your brain goes ahead and when it takes a blow, it hits the skull. So it hits the skull, causing a reflex in the body where the brain shuts down the whole body. So because the brain can't handle any more load at that time, so it just shuts down. So like if your CPU or your computer, if you've ever seen it, if someone hits it really hard, it will most probably just shut down, and then some repair guy will have to come and start it again. That's the same thing. Medical experts come and start your brain again, because your brain is like the CPU of the whole body, or the PC, and then your whole body is the computer itself. So when the brain hits the skull after it takes, so this is what I just explained, okay? But now in case you need this stuff, you can fast forward it, but in case you need this stuff and you didn't hear me quite well or you were busy, you can just take this. Here it is. So basically, this is what happens when you get... Now, we're going to discuss the autonomy of the brain itself, the diagram right here. Now, the reason why boxing is so dangerous is because usually the frontal lobe you see right here will hit the skull and you will pass out. If it's treated, you'll be fine. If it's a mild concussion and you treat it correctly, you get the right experts to do it, you'll be fine. Warning, do not take any of my information as medical help. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just saying what I've learned online. So your frontal lobe. So your frontal lobe hits your skull and then you pass out. So basically, now what's dangerous is, like, usually your occipital lobe does not usually have much, it doesn't do anything. And the temporal lobe, if it doesn't hit that often, and neither does your parietal lobe. But a blow to the spinal cord, which literally controls most of your body or your spine, if someone blows this, it could cause a lot of damage. And I'll tell you why. This is when most boxers' careers end, because they get punched on the spinal cord and the other boxer doesn't get in trouble because they both sign a contract saying if anything happens, then they can't do anything about it. So so it causes a person to be paralyzed, but because most of your movement is caused by your spine, and your spinal cord also, maybe it controls some other parts too. I'm not really sure of that, but right now we're discussing the spine. So this is why boxing is a very lethal sport, and why I recommend never trying to box, because nothing is more important than your movement. Because without your movement, you can't even train for boxing. You can't do anything. So this is why you shouldn't box. So this is just something I wanted to explain, because I was wondering the other day if a 13-year-old could do it. Yeah. So bye. Anyways, so please subscribe to my channel if you want more. I'm gonna be posting more videos like this if you're interested. But yeah.